Hi guys, and welcome to another video. Today we're going to be having a look at Sparky's Porsche 911 GT3r. Sparky have replicated the cars that competed in the Macau 2018 GT World Cup raced by Absolute Racing. As we can see, the team was sponsored by Spark themselves. Sparky have done all four Porsches from this race, including the rail racing cars, and I would expect them to do the 2019 Spa winner as well in the rail colours. Anyway, in the meantime, let's have a look at these models. Here we have both cars. In front of us we have Alexandra Imperatori's 911 and Kevin Estre in the 912. Absolute Racing have run this colour scheme on a few of their cars, including some of their Audi R8s, but I do really like to see these liveries on the Porsches, especially the bright highlights that they have on these cars. One thing I do notice when quickly having a look at these Sparky models is obviously that they actually use painted taillights as opposed to lens taillights that we would see on, for example, the tarmac works. The wheels, though, do have a nice sort of deep look to them, which is really, really good. The mirrors are solid items. They're like a plastic material, so they would snap off quite easily, and the window wiper is cast into the glass. So with Sparky, they actually use sort of decal work, so you can see that this is slightly raised on the front there where the Spark logo is, which isn't so great. I could have used perhaps a more smaller or delicate. You can definitely see the change in material there. Something a little bit more see-through or a bit more delicate, I think, perhaps. But overall, for the price point, Sparky are really good models. Now, the cars themselves, the 911 would qualify in 9th place for the qualification race, and Kevin Estre in the 912 would start in 14th. In the actual race themselves, unfortunately, there was a little bit of contact between the two cars as they sort of raced their way through the grid. Both cars did finish, though, with Alexandra Imperatori finishing in 6th, Kevin Estre finishing 8th. That's the qualifying race, and they will obviously start in those positions for the main race, which would see the two cars again come into a bit of contact, this time causing terminal damage to both of them, so they would both retire. I think Estre went for a move on Imperatori into I can never remember the corner's name, but as it goes into where the casino and stuff, all that is along there, he made contact with the back of Imperatori's car. They both ended up with suspension damage, essentially putting them out the race. So that's just a bit of detail about the cars themselves. Sparky have done the other two Porsches from that race, the rail racing cars. I think it's very likely that Sparky, along with the I think they've done the 2019 winner in the Golf colours, the GPX racing car. I've got the Tarmac Works version of that, so I've not picked that one up. But I very much would think the 2020 rail racing Porsche 911 GT3, the one at Spa the year after, would definitely probably fall in Sparky's hands. Tarmac Works might do it, but I think it's very likely Sparky will, given that they did the Macau cars. The casting themselves, really nicely done. You get some nice depth in that front grille, and it is textured in there. It's quite difficult to see. I'll try and catch it in the light if I can. I don't think I'm going to be able to because the light isn't on my side today. It's nice depth. Like I said, the tail lights are a little bit annoying them being painted, and they can be a little bit clumsy. I have sent one car back because basically the whole thing was just basically not on the tail light, which was very disappointing. They roll, but not brilliantly, as you can see there. This one rolls better than that one. I actually ended up having to get this from two different places. For some reason, I found that this car seemed to sell out a lot quicker than this one did. I don't know why. I don't think either driver is particularly more popular than the other. Or maybe Kevin Estre should be more, because he obviously races at Le Mans, things like that, and very successful in Porsches. Imperatori, very successful in Asia. He's actually Swiss, but he does, I think, now give himself a Hong Kong, I believe, is his country's flag that he now races under. Correct me if I'm wrong on that one. But he is now very successful over in the Asia, racing in Super GT, Blancpain GT World Challenge Asia, things like that. But this is really nice casting. Really recommend picking up the Sparky. It's good value for money if you're not wanting to spend £20 on a Tarmac Works. You can pick these up between about £12 to £16, I've found. I really like them. I'm hoping Sparky does do more cars. I do know they've announced the GPX Golf coloured cars that were sort of in tribute to the 908s that raced in the Targa Florio. So you had like the Club, Spade and Diamonds, I think. So that will be really cool to see. Those cars get released. I think they've also done the test version as well, which was in quite a cool livery too. Whether I get that, I don't know yet. But anyway, quick overview of the Sparky Porsche 911 GT3R from Absolute Racing. Hope you enjoyed the video. Catch you for the next one.